Do you have any experience where you're waiting on a line and then someone cutting you off? Or maybe you just help someone but not getting any thank you from them. Or someone cough in front of you without covering their mouth. Or probably you are that someone. If so, then please stop doing that kind of thing. You know why? Because it's called mannerless. And that probably means you are lacking manners. That's why I'm presenting a speech about the lack of manners in today's society to all of you, especially to the one that had been doing things I have mentioned at the beginning. Before I'm going further, let me introduce myself. Hello everyone, my name is Nabila Yusuf, and during this speech, I will provide you with clear explanation of how today's society is lacking manners. It all started when I scrolled on Twitter one day, months ago, when I found this tweet about the online school during the pandemic. It's basically showing a screenshot picture of a class group chat. But what bothers me was the interaction between the teacher and the students. So the teacher was giving the students some assignments to do. But then there is this one student who removed the teacher out of the group. I was thinking back then, are they in the right mind for doing that? The teacher is so much older than them, and they are just being rude and disrespectful to them. She or he probably thinking they are being savage and brave, when in reality they are just mannerless. Then I was questioning myself, are people's manners always this bad? The answer is, well, it definitely has gotten bad lately. Most people in our society, young or old, have forgotten that having manner is still a huge factor to being a decent human being. Yet every day I see more and more people who just don't care about how they portray themselves to the world. Manners are something that are still need to be taught for school, work, and life in general. Most people are failing to use the words please and thank you. These are what are known as the magic words and what I see as basic manners. I see this more in young people the most. From children who get whatever they want because their parents don't want to deal with them, to teens who are rebellious and think they're just too good to be asking and thanking. But don't get me wrong, the adults also forget these magic words. For instance, when someone holds the door for you, you say thank you. But almost every time I hold the door for someone, they just walk right by without saying any words. I can't be the only person who thinks it's extremely rude to not say thank you. That person didn't have to hold the door for you, but they did out of the kindness of their heart. Another example is when someone demands something as if it's their right to have whatever they want. Like when you ask a worker for an extra sauce at a restaurant. Although it is their job, you should still be saying please to be respectful. I believe that everyone should be teaching and continuously using these basic manners. Most people have lost any form of respect for each other but still expect respect back. I am a firm believer in treat others the way you would want to be treated, but to an extent. If someone is being polite to you, the right thing to do is give them the same respect. But if someone is being very rude towards you, I feel as though it is your choice how you interact with them. Something that I see often is once something doesn't go their way in any situation, people get very hostile quickly. I understand that it is irritating when you don't get what you want, but sometimes it's not the other person's fault. For example, when a shopper tries to use an expired coupon and the cashier tells them they can't, the shopper always gets angry at the fact that their coupons are expired, but the cashier can't do anything about it. Another thing I see a lot is the amount of friends who talk about each other behind their backs. Since when did we talk about people who have a friendship with? To me, a friendship requires respect for each other. If you really see someone as a friend, you don't talk about them. Respect is something that is not some people have for each others nowadays. And then there is the lack of use the words excuse me. I understand that everyone has a busy life, but there is no reason to be pushing and shoving their way. It's one thing to slightly push someone to get through, but it's another thing to almost rip an arm off just to get through. You could avoid both situations by just saying excuse me. One thing that I know will affect how someone will react to your excuse me is your tone of voice. If you say it politely, there's a big chance the persons will move for you. But if you say it like you are annoyed, there's a chance they will look at you like you are crazy. I know some people think that everyone is in their way and they don't feel the need to say excuse me. But that's not the case. It all comes down to being respectful. I feel like everyone should still be saying excuse me when they need to get something or somewhere, or when someone is blocking. It is not that hard to say thank you. It is not that hard to say please. It is definitely not that hard to keep being respectful to the others. You need manners every way, in every situation and at all time. Without manners, you are lost. Because not only do they make us socially acceptable, but they also contain the key to charm others and make a mark on others. Society nowadays has been lacking manners, and I do really hope you are the exception of it. Stop being rude and keep spreading the kindness, okay? That's all I can say, and thank you for spending your time listening to my talk.